Well, here we are. I'm recording this after completing the rest of this video. It took a lot longer than I thought. I was aiming to finish the entire comic in this video, but I realize now that was a complete fool's errand. Turns out the planning fallacy still gets you even when you know about it. I have rushed this a bit to fulfill my promise of Christmas time, so please forgive me for any rough edges. My current plan is to continue making videos of this style and probably length until Homestuck is over. Then I'd like to do a total retrospective over the entire comic. But that's a while away. So, without further ado, I give thee Homestuck. So, this is where we left off. The Alpha Kids, less one Strider, reduced to their trickster forms, with Alpha Dad looking on in stern, fatherly disapproval. Me fucking IRL. Alright, next up, Roxy has just kind of decided to hop right off the wagon. I'm not sure how many levels of irony are the tricksters supposed to be operating on here. Are they literally just stupid? Do they have no impulse control? It's unclear to me how I should be feeling about these events other than just the disapproval. Now we got just some more monologuing, really, is what's going on here from Aerosol. Just kind of continuing the character assassination of beloved trolls. Okay, of trolls in general. I don't know about beloved. Dirk has the appropriate reaction here. That's all I have to say about that. Okay, here we have an actual real tragedy. The death of the autoresponder, a character who was genuinely interesting on premise alone, who underwent promising development and introspection into themes that are actually worthwhile. And then he got combined murdered with the character who is perhaps most deserving of the title of joke character. Fucking why? What is the point of merging AR and Equius? Equius' role in the plot was done. He was a creepy fuck. He got strangled by his superior, and he got off in the process with a smile. There's nothing more that needs to be said. Why take a good character like the autoresponder and Shanghai him into this farce? What narrative purpose could he serve? It is just very unsatisfying to never receive any sort of real solution to AR's issues. And it seems like the sprites aren't even that strongly fused together to begin with, so it's doubly pointless if it can just come undone at any minute. Okay, what the fuck is the point of this bullshit? Is it just pointless filler? Is it a parody of pointless filler? If it's the former, it's stupid. If it's the latter, it's not very funny, so it's stupid. Okay, this is a pretty good joke. I respect this joke. And then a bunch of clown bullshit happens. I don't really care about that. Okay, fucking finally. Back to the good shit Andrew Caliborn shenanigans. Caliborn, of course, continues to be the best character in Homestuck. You don't just give heroes some cheap, game-breaking candy and let them blast through the whole adventure and all their personal issues. Breaking a rule of storytelling and then saying, no, don't do that, doesn't count as good writing, okay? And here Andrew goes on an extended metaphor about Mario getting the star, which I think is a good metaphor. Really, I couldn't agree with it more. This is an excellent analogy, and you can bet that I'm going to put this in my pocket, and we can just refer back to this any time that any hack fraud tries to sell me an unsatisfying narrative. So thank you for that, Andrew. Thank you. Whoa, what's this? A novel use of hypertext and the unique ability of a webcomic to mess with the actual format of the text? Sign me up. I love this. This is what Homestuck was all about, and that's what made it good. Oh, it's just a regular page, but now I have to click the open Pesterlog button twice instead of once. That's cool, I guess. Also of note, the Alpha Kids here are lying on their quest scripts, so, god tyrannying is probably imminent. The Pesterlogs themselves are just more relationship bullshit about characters that I don't really care about, so. Oh yeah, now there's the man. Well, not really. I care about the one of him that's the dog. He's the one that's actually done things that I care about. And what the fuck is this? Alright, so that is pretty intimidating. I'll say that. I'm a little scared. Oh, And you're there too, I guess. I never really found the Condis too intimidating. She always seemed like somebody else's problem. I don't know. R.I.P. I guess that they're at least god tiers now, so there's a pretty good consolation prize. Haha, it's funny because he has a penis. Holy shit, it's actually happening. Shit's getting real. Plot is occurring. And there's the last we all know and love, Jade fucking Harley, the one and only. Oh? Vriska and Tavros powers, controlling man and beast? Who could she control? Oh, she's controlling the most powerful of our protagonists, who's really quite well beloved by the audience. This is a really good way to raise the stakes. And also, Jane. Who's, Jane. Oh, thank God, some levity with a tiny crab-themed watch communicator. That was a close one, Andrew. You almost raised the stakes and established some tone. And again, I really have no idea what emotion I'm supposed to be feeling right now. Is this funny because she's all passed out? Or is this, like, sad because she's gone on this major bender? Wait, what? Terezi Spades Gamzee? I can't bet... No, wait a minute. I don't actually care about that. Oh, cool. More concerning, though, than the relationship bullshit is the fact that Terezi is seemingly fraternizing with the enemy. You know, Gamzee, the one who murdered all of those trolls. Has that been forgiven? No big deal? No, not their Moira allegiance. What about all those good times you guys had together? Like, oh, wait, we never even saw it. How can we feel bad that something ended when we never even saw it happen? Holy shit, finally, it's the best character in Homestuck. He has a new Lil Cal-styled helmet computer, and he's also friends with the Felt now, so that's cool. Origin story time. Holy crap, Dave Sprite. I forgot you even existed. Now there's an interesting character for you. He's actually really basically the same character arc as the autoresponder now that I think about it. But hey, at least Dave Sprite hasn't been fucked up by being murder merged with a joke character. This monologue is good because it features an actual emotion and demonstrates depth in a character. Dave Sprite is struggling with feelings of inadequacy and feels like he's impersonating the real Dave and stealing his friendships. But he's in denial about this, and he insists that it's fine if John abandons him for the, quote, real Dave. Look at that. It's an arc. Shine on, you crazy orange diamond. Shine on. Even more Caliborn. I am truly blessed on this day. We've got Clover, and Trace, and Gamzee, and a Robot Bunny, and Caliborn murdered a turtle. All is right with the world. Oh, right. Arms. I'd forgotten they existed, too. I'm less pleased about remembering them. And they're in a pirate ship. That's cool, I guess. And Tavros says, oh, great. Yeah, well, it's good to see you too, asshole. Hey, you can't mind control those poor trolls. They're living... Oh. Well, they're still... Actually, I hate all these guys. Go ahead. Besides that, this part is just a bunch of words from dead characters who I don't care about. Also, a few things from Aradia and Salix, who are alive and half-alive characters that I only slightly care about. Okay, sure. Let's go world building. I'm all for it. What have you got? So, cherubs are always one good and one evil. It would be cool if we learned that Calliope was the evil one and Caliborn was good. You know, just even some sort of basic, whoa, I didn't expect that kind of twist. But, unfortunately, I really don't have enough faith in Andrew at this point to pull that off successfully. These guys are my new favorite trolls. So, is this a story of an alternate timeline Calliope, or is this Caliborn and Calliope's parents? What? Oh, I see. They turn into snakes just to make an Auron reference. We saw this shape earlier in the lollipop juju. So is there any actual meaning here, or does it just look cool? So this guy is going to Earth, which is orbiting a red giant, just like our sun will become. Okay, reasonable. But red giants don't ever turn into black holes. Oh, the Earth journeyed to a new star. Obviously. Planet just decided to fuck right off. What? No, hold on. Explain. What? Oh, dear God, why? Caliborn continues in every timeline, in every panel, to be the best character in Homestuck. God almighty, I love this kid. Hell yes! Faced with a difficult challenge, he imposes further restrictions on himself, making his task all but impossible, but he perseveres anyway through sheer force of will. He takes destiny into his own hands and makes his story his own. These story beats are what we call heroic. And he has to do all this shit in a specific order, in a time limit, while gathering a crew of the Felt. This is awesome shit. This should have been Act 6. This should have just been Act 6. That would have been awesome. No. Stop. I refuse. I won't read it. You can't make me read this. Me too, Vriska, but it's about both of you. It actually took me a minute to realize what was wrong with this picture. And, it's about time, too. I was just thinking that Terezi being blind was too interesting of a character trait. Japanese fetishes are the worst. Crowbar is a top-tier felt food, TBQH fam. Iridia is terrifying, as she should be. Oh? A pair of 11th hour MacGuffins we have? That is literally the ring that Roxy was wearing. Like the ring Andrew used to propose to Vriska with in the desert? I swear, if that's actually this fucking ring... Oh, for fuck's sake. Look out. He's escaping from above. So, everybody gave Vriska a little bit of a verbal smackdown, which I can appreciate. But things seem to be pretty rapidly darkening in tone, which is a good thing. I hope that it continues on in this manner. And I really like the idea of a weapon that used to be Caliborn's, but he could only use it once, and now it's can only be used against him. I think that's a neat little plot point. I like it. I also really appreciate the progression of the art. It seems like we had a steady evolution of art from Acts 1 up to, Cascade, pretty much. And then with Act 6, Act 1, it kind of regressed back because we were basically doing Act 1 over again. So it makes sense that the art would correspondingly shift backwards a bit. Not all the way, but a bit. And it feels like at least now it's really finally come to the point where we're seeing the same caliber of art that we were seeing before, which is nice because I like it. Haha, psych. No more serious times. God forbid that something should strain my attention span for longer than 30 seconds. And, of course, she's fucking sloshed. Like mother, like daughter. What? The mute Makara clown one is grabbing Vriska's jacket that she dropped? Why? Also, I tried to replay that flash to get the previous screen cap, and when I did, this happened. I'm feeling a little scared. Iridia finds your despair delicious. Oh, it's the Juju chest. That seems like a reasonable place to put a super weapon. Wait, no, but I want to see it. Can we see it, please? I'd like to see it. No, stop, please. Huh, well, okay, that actually worked. Vriska's pretty cool, I guess. Sometimes. It's Spurb logo? The power was within us all along? Okay, sticking your arm in there seems unwise. John. Wait. No, I don't think I can handle any more of this. With this revelation of perhaps the single largest unanswered mystery of my entire Homestucking career, I need a break. Part 2, forthcoming.